Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Trophy Log series. This is the series where we keep track of our most prized possessions. In the last episode, we managed to catch 2 new trophies from different water bodies. In this episode, we are heading to a new water body, but before we do that, this is the fun spot segment of the video where I try your fishing spots. Today's fun spot is on October River. From this spot, you can expect to catch short-headed barbel, sterlet, big-head carp, bream, and wild carp. Somehow the spot did not work for me, but we still made 129 silver. You can make over here way more, as you can see on the screenshot. This is for all my YouTube members. Make sure to join. Thank you for all the bait once again. The collection is just growing and growing and growing, and I think we will hit 10 mil egg dough in pretty much no time. Here you go. Looks like the wheel has decided we are going to the Donets River. This means we probably will have to do a lot of float fishing. I think I found a really good spot, but to fish it, we need to make some ground bait first. We will mix ground bait for Taran. For the base, we will use pearl barley. For the additives, biscuits, bloodworms, maggots, and chopped worm. To top it all off, we will add caramel attractant, and yeah, well, 9 out of 10, not too bad. The float fishing setup is going to be fairly simple. We will have a regular fishing pole with a 3.5 kg test line and size 7 or 8 hook. The first float fishing spot of this episode that we will try is at 158. We will use depth 100 or 1 meter, hook size 7 or 8, and for the bait we will use bark beetle larva. I will be aiming my rod towards the left side where you can see a bit of this green brush and also the perch tree twig that is like straight up to the sky. This is the spot where I will be aiming, and I will do a full cast at 120%. Also, I am in D2 square, so you know where these coordinates are. But yeah, I will aim over there and then let my float just float down the stream until I have a hit. And if I don't have a hit after the branches, I will just take the float out and recast. So I have my bait sling. I will put some ground bait in it, and then I think it should be around clip 10 or so. We will test it out together. We can see how far the balls will fly to, and this way we know if it's clip 10, 11, 12, more or less. So first up, clip 10. Let's make a test cast with that and see how far does the ball fly to. This way we know if it's the right distance or not. If it's not, then we will up the distance. Well, to me it looks like the perfect distance because this is exactly how far our float will be at as well. So it's golden. We are doing great with clip 10. We don't need to switch anything. I am going to chuck in 10 ground bait balls, and then I will try to do some fishing. So the ground bait is active for 16 hours, which means in 16 hours we have to rebait, and we have our first fish on. Wow, it's actually pulling quite hard. That's awesome. I mean, we do have fairly light setup, but the first fish is a Taran, 384 grams, which is amazing. And did you see that EXP? It was almost 1000 EXP. I mean, we do have like a light pole which gives us bonus EXP as well, but even without the bonus EXP, these fish will give so much EXP. I think if we go dry over here for quite some time, we will hit at least level 30. I'm currently just testing if there is any point for me to let the float go down the stream even more or not, but so far it seems like there will be no bites over here, which means I will not let my float go down the stream all the time. I will stop behind the trees that are on the left side and then just recast every now and then. But yeah, I mean, it's super early right now. It's only 4:30 a.m. and the fish will probably start biting nicely at like 6 a.m. But still, casting over here at this branch, letting it float to the other branch or maybe like a meter behind it, and then recasting. Thankfully the current is fairly slow, so this means that the float will move slowly and you don't have to recast too often. Okay, this one took it on the drop, and it seems to be another Taran. Yes, it is. 300 grams, a bit smaller but still a very nice specimen. I'm very happy with every Taran that I get that is a market fish, because you will see why later on. And here we go, our new personal best Taran, 526 grams. What a nice fish. 1300 EXP. It's still mind-blowing that these fish give so much EXP, and during the daytime the bite rate should pick up by a lot, which means we should end the day with like 50 plus fish. I hope so at least. And we have another bite already. Oh, I missed it. I'm still bad at float fishing, but I mean, we're rookies at float fishing. My float fishing percentage is like 50 or 60 something. We'll check a bit later. But yeah, we need to get to 80% to unlock the sandwich bait, which is the best thing when you go float fishing and try to get some trophies. This means you can use 2 different baits on your hook. Currently we can use only one, and this is is slimming our trophy chances. Come on, fishy, take a bite, otherwise I will recast. You're almost at the last twig. Yep, recasting. I'm not going to let my float go downstream any further than that because there is absolutely no point. We're just going to waste time and money, and we want to get as much EXP and as much money as possible. So recasting is the king over here on this spot. Oh, what a hit. These fish are actually very, very aggressive and super easy to hook into. 300 grams, nice. But yeah, other species, smaller ones, they tend to like nibble around a lot. Another nice Taran, maybe new BB. Okay, no, 433 grams. So let's go and I will show you one of the reasons why I said that fishing for Taran is great is because these fish are worth so much money. They give loads of EXP, they're easy to get, and if the bite rate is good, you will make a lot of money, maybe 200-300 silver a day. As you can see, these fish, not big at all. We've only caught 5 fish and we've already made 32 silver. It's insane. New personal best, let's go, 600 grams. By the way, the trophy size for the run is 1.3 kilos, so that fish was almost half the trophy size. And for the blue tag, you need to get a fish at 1.9 kilos. Just imagine dragging out a Taran that's above 1.9 kilos. How much money would it be worth? It's just insane. I would like to find out. Game, please give me a blue tag to run, or maybe at least a trophy, please. Ooh, nice hit. They just take your bait, take the float down, and they are gone. Just hook into them. No nibbling around and letting go of the hook. Or maybe sometimes, because I just lost the fish. But when I did some testing over here, I did catch Taran, I did get common roach, some pumpkin seeds, and some of the smaller species as well on Donets river, but they are not that common to get, so mostly you get Taran and easy hooks. See? Super nice. Takes the bait, goes with the bait, just put it in your inventory. Another 300 grams, another like 6 silver. And by the way, I did switch out my float to a heavier float because the one that we had before, the 1 gram float, the hook got to the bottom so slowly that it wasn't really worth it. I switched it to the 4 gram one, which should have more sinkers on it, which means that the bait will get to the bottom way faster. We are not fishing shallow, we're fishing quite deep, so it's worth using a heavier float. Come on, fish, take a nibble once again. I just had a pretty good fish. Oh, yep, there's a nibble, and we should have a fish on. Okay, that seems like a pretty big Taran, or maybe not. I was maybe exaggerating a bit, but I mean, on the same time, 550 grams, nearly half the trophy size, not bad at all. Let's see what is our biggest Taran so far. So 610 grams. Okay, awesome. Hopefully today it will be 1.3 kilo plus. Oh, fish on. Check your menu, go back, fish is on. What else do you want from this game? Another 440 grams Taran. I'm actually really enjoying fishing over here on this spot because the spot is active, it's a new species, it's exciting, we make a lot of money, good EXP, and I'm happy to be here. And here we go, 59% float fishing. Hopefully in this episode we will get to like 65% or even more because this is a prime float fishing spot. If we can get to 80% as soon as possible, that is absolutely perfect. And would you look at that, another fish, some more percentage added to the skill. Now we're already at 59.1. That's crazy, that's awesome. But yeah, the next skills that you unlocked with float fishing, they are not that interesting for me. I mean, match fishing is pretty cool, so if I unlock that, I will definitely do that in the future. But still, sandwich bait is where it's at. I want that. Oh, white bream. Well, that's odd. I've never caught a white bream from over here, but I mean, they are in the trophy list, so if we get a trophy white bream, hey, then we have a challenge completed. I remember quite a few of you guys asking me to do more spin fishing related stuff, so I really hope that you enjoyed my first episode of my spin fishing only series, and there will be many more episodes to come. I really want to go for 100% and then end the series, so if you want to tag along, then feel free. Maybe create your own lure fishing only account and just share your success story on my Discord. I would be more than grateful to see what have you guys caught and how far are you into the progress and into the challenge. Oh lord, that thing nearly broke me. Okay, actually, I'm just exaggerating, but it almost got to the red, okay? It was not too far away from it, but 900 grams almost. That's my new PB, and we did get 0.2% extra float fishing percentage, which is kind of unheard at this kind of a percentage already. I'm very happy for it. New PB, yes. And And we have a new species on the hook right now. That is a pumpkinseed sunfish. It's not the biggest one. It's under 100 grams, but it's still a market fish. The trophy size for a pumpkinseed is 450 grams, which means there is quite a high chance that we actually might get a pumpkinseed trophy from this spot while going for the Taran trophy. And it is in the list for the Seversky Donets river, so if we get it, I'll be super happy. But I would like to get it on a lure setup. And here we go, another Taran. I really want to have like a full inventory of fish already and then go sell it off to see how much money will we make. And another fish, pretty decent one by the looks of it, but it's a wrong one. It's a sichel. And sichel is the only trophy that we do not need on this river because that's the only trophy that we already have. It would be so unlucky to get a sichel trophy before anything else. This river mussel nearly took my float on the land. That is so odd. But here we go, a river mussel at 41 grams. We do have a river mussel trophy on Winding Rivulet, but I don't think you need one over here on the Donets River. I had not caught a single roach before, and now I had back-to-back common roach, and this one was nearly a trophy. I mean, the trophy size is 1.2 kilos, it's 1 kilo plus. That is insane. But unfortunately, there is no common roach trophy on the Seversky Donets River, which means that even if we get a trophy common roach, this means we still have to fish over here to get a trophy that's in the trophy log. Another roach. 3 roach in a row. That's unheard of. Give me Taran. I need to make some money. And that seems like not a Taran. Another new species. This is so weird. I did not think I was gonna catch crucian carp from over here. And this is also a huge crucian carp, almost 1.4 kilos. That is such a nice specimen, to be fair. Imagine catching a trophy that's not even in the list. That must sting a bit. And we have another rod thief on the hook. This one really grabbed my rod hard and tried to run away with it. But it seems like another very big Taran. Maybe my new BB or second best fish, but we will see. Okay, 740 grams. That is, I think, my second best Taran so far, which is absolutely amazing to see. I did catch it super late into the evening at 10, nearly actually 11 p.m., which is quite odd. I mean, over here, you should usually not fish during the night hours because float fishing is not very active during the nighttime, just like lure fishing. And the only super active way to fish during the nighttime is usually the bottom fishing. Last fish of the night, and then let's go sell our keep net. There were no cafe orders, but I managed to sell my whole keep net on the fish market for 333 silver. Yes, you heard me right, 333 silver. Making this much money with the float fishing is insane. It should be illegal, to be honest. We have our first fish on. Let's see what it is. Okay, it seems very heavy, like extremely heavy. Oh no, we have been breamed. This is not what I was expecting. Almost a kilo bream though. It's a market fish. Hey, can't complain, that's profit. I did chuck in 2 of my bottom rigs just to see if I catch absolutely anything at all on the bottom rigs. It's just for a test, but I don't think they will be very productive. Okay, never mind. We have something very nice on one of the bottom rigs. I hope it's not a bream, but if it is, it has to be a nice one. Yeah, it is a bream, and this one is definitely over a kilo because of the different texture. So nearly 1.2 kilo bream. Not too bad because that's money and fairly good EXP, but I would very much like to get some of these river specific species on the bottom rigs, but I don't think it will be happening. I wonder if there's a fish on the middle road or not. It's under like a weird tension. Let's see. Okay, there's a fish on, and this one doesn't seem to be big, and yeah, it's another bream. Okay, maybe during the night time over here you get bream, which is not ideal. You don't want to waste your bait over here on bream, especially if you catch bream at like 300 grams or so. Actually, this bream is a good bream. It gave us some float fishing percentage, which is absolutely amazing. We take that any time of the day. And let's see what is on this bottom rig, and that seems to be actually a Taran. Yeah, 537 grams, and it also did count towards one of the challenges, which is pretty good because at the end of the day we want to complete every single Steam achievement and all of these collections in the game. There's something snibbling on the middle rod again. Bottom fishing is so much more chill than float fishing since you don't have to pay so much attention, but on the same time on this river you really have to do float fishing. Bottom fishing over here is not the way to go. We have a nice Taran on the hook right now, but I think actually you do want to fish over here with the bottom rigs if you want to go for the Donets Rough trophy or maybe the Nace trophy, but if there are these float fishing trophies that you can get, you definitely want to use float fishing setups. And who is you? It's a common roach, almost half a kilo. Not a bad fish. I think I will try to fish a bit longer with these bottom rigs and then I will pull them out completely. And yeah, what a fish. Nearly 500 grams. I don't know what happened, but the bottom rigs just suddenly got so active. And there is something nibbling on rod number 1 once again, and something on the float again as well. Wow, this spot just got so energized. But that's a sichel. I don't want you. Now, what is on this rod? You can see the tension is very, very high. Is it a Taran or something else? That looks like a roach or Taran. I don't even see from far away. Okay, it's a roach. I mean, not a bad fish. They're not worth as much as Taran, but still some money, some profit. I think it would be actually fairly cool to get to 10,000 silver in this episode as well. So we have 10k silver just laying in the bank. I know we've spent so much money in one of these episodes, like when I was on Winding Rivulet, I bought the like master fillet knife, and that was I think over 5,000 silver, nearly 6,000. So we want to get some money back, so we have money for new gear if we get to some water bodies that require us to buy some new stuff. By the way, that bleak that you just saw, that was quite a surprise. We got it from 1 meter depth with bark beetle larva while using size 8 hook. That's kind of unheard of. That's another nice to run. We're getting closer and closer to level 30 if I look at the bar down below. We are just getting EXP left and right, and this is not the kind of fish that I wanted to get while talking about the EXP. That was almost no EXP. Would you look at that? 59.5% float fishing. We only need 0.5% to reach 60%, which means then we can fish with match rods, and soon, I mean not so soon, but in 20% we will reach the sandwich bait skill. 59.6%. Let's go. Let's cast it right back in and see what is on the bottom rig. And that is a common roach. Very nice. Okay, we have something very decent on the hook on this bottom rig, and it's a sichel. Nearly 900 grams. It's not actually a bad specimen because the trophy size is 1.5 kilos. So we were technically over half the trophy size, which is always a very good sign if you're trophy hunting for any of the species. Oh, this fish is awesome. 999 grams. That's so cool to see. 1 gram under a kilo. I mean, if you have a fish that weighs 777 or 888 and so on, it's always so satisfying to see those numbers. Float fishing percentage, let's go. More float fishing percentage, let's go. Only 0.2% left until we hit the big number 60. That is great. What's on the float over there? What does it say? Ah, subscribe. Yes, guys, please subscribe. Well, now this is freaking amazing. 1.1 kilo to run, nearly 3,000 EXP. Don't forget that the trophy size is 1.3 kilos, so we were like 180 grams off the trophy size. I think this is the spot where you can get a trophy to run. I'm so excited. I really want to see how much is that fish worth, because it's not even a trophy, but I still bet it's worth a lot of money. Only 0.1% to go until the big 60. And this fish will give us the 0.1% or not. And this fish will give us the 0.1%. Watch it. Okay. I'm not good at predicting things. Well, let's just go to the fish market and sell all our fish. Place your bets down below in the comments right now. How much is this inventory worth? It's worth 375 silver. It's insane. Just for 1 day float fishing on this river, you get 375 silver. That is a very nice Taran. It could be one of the biggest Taran that we've caught in this episode so far. So let's see how big is it. I'm gonna net this fish just to not lose it. Okay, 900 grams. And we did finally get 0.1% into the float fishing, which means we are now at 60%. And with that, we did unlock the match rods. So we did unlock the match rigs and rods. And maybe in the near future, if we get any other water bodies where we have to do some float fishing, I will try to do it with my match rods. Finally, there were cafe orders I could fill up. So I filled in the roach cafe order for 19 silver, the run order for 26 silver, and sold the rest of the keep net for 244 silver. So in total, we made 289 silver. I'm still in disbelief. This place is just printing money. I think I've just caught my new personal best pumpkinseed sunfish. It looks absolutely huge, and it is. It's 281 grams, nearly 3,000 EXP, just almost as much as that 1.1 kilo Taran. This fish also give loads and loads of EXP, and they're fairly into just, you know, hook into and drag onto the shore. And yes, it is. It's our new BB. With the last keep net, I was actually quite lucky. I did get quite a lot of float fishing percentage, and hopefully I do the same on this inventory. This way I will have almost 61%. Hey, we did just get some percentage. 0.1% added to the skill. Oh, I love these numbers. 444. What a nice fish. Absolutely adore this thing. I'm over here half asleep fishing for Taran, and I hook into this beast. 369 gram pumpkinseed sunfish. You do remember that the trophy size is 450 grams, right? This is so close to the trophy size and I'm fishing for Taran, not for pumpkin seeds. It's so weird. It could be because I haven't actually thrown in any ground bait for quite some time, so there could be some other fish species that are also attracted to the spot more than just only Taran. And I mean, we just caught a Taran, 500 grams. Absolutely love it. When the wheel decided to go for Donets River, I thought I was doomed. I thought I was gonna have such a bad time, but I'm telling you, I'm having so much fun. If you have this map unlocked, come over here, make some cash. And this will be the last fish of the day, and then we will go sell our keep net. And what kind of fish is it? I saw it for a second. Okay, it's a pumpkin seed. Actually, let's do one more cast. And we've caught absolutely nothing. Let's go sell our fish. It's time to make some coins. I filled in the Taran cafe order for 38 silver and sold the rest of the keep net for 349 silver, which means in total we made 387 silver. It's a new daily record over here. It's crazy. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I wonder if we will break the 400 silver a day mark. That would be a great day. I kind of feel like I'm fishing on the Norwegian Sea, just making so much profit. I decided to go and switch it up a bit. I'm currently fishing at 99, 133. I use depth 100 centimeters or 1 meter, hook size 16, and for the bait we have bark beetle larva. Over here on this spot, the only difference is the hook size and the fact that I will not use any ground bait. And we have a very nice fish on. This is a Taran over here, which is good news because Taran trophy is still a good trophy. Why I decided to move spots is to just switch it up a bit and go for a spot that actually gives multi-species. So from over here you can get all sorts of different river species. You can get Taran, you can get this pumpkin seed, you can get rod as you just saw, you can get these black sea shemaya and all the other stuff. So let's see, maybe we'll just luck out and get a cool trophy like this pointing shad, which was absolutely a huge one. All these fish give so much EXP and are worth a ton of money, which means over here on this spot as well we should make a lot of money, but possibly not as much as we did on the previous spot. It's a bit more difficult to hook into the fish over here because these fish are a bit smaller and they are a bit more careful. We've just caught one of the smallest species in the game, the cluoponella, and the trophy size for cluoponella is 24 grams. This one was 12 grams. There is actually quite a high chance that we might get an accidental cluoponella trophy, and we definitely take that. So here we go, the first day on the new spot. We did get a lot of different species, primarily we did get pumpkinseed, sunfish and Taran, and made 248 silver, which is amazing. And we are back at our old spots because why not? It makes so much money, it's so easy to hook into the fish, you can actually semi-AFK it, and I do have 10 pieces of ground bait left, which I need to get rid of. An absolute monster on the hook. That is a very big Taran, and I do think I actually caught it on size 16 hook because I forgot to switch it. Oh, 888 grams, that's a fun weight, but I need to switch my hook back to size 8 and not use the small hook. This way we'll get more bigger fish. We just had an amazing time on Donets River once again. That spot is just printing money. As you can see, we caught 56 fish and made 358 silver within one day. Actually less than one day in game. I did come to the pond area of Donets River where there's no flow because I wanted to try out some new spots and new baits. The only good fish pretty much that I caught from over here is the 550 gram rod and nothing else really. So fishing over here not very productive. I think I'll do a whole hour here and then go back to my old spots. So from over there we made 58 silver, which is not very good, but we did have a chance at catching some rod, which I enjoy. I'm back at the old Taran spot. I'm just fishing the right side right now. I saw a fish on one of the rods. I was trying to pull it out and then I saw a fish on the other one, so I hooked into it, dropped the rod because there was already a fish on the third rod as well. Oh, and that seems like a fairly nice pumpkin seed. Oh, 255 grams. That is a behemoth. And let's see what's on the last rod. I really hope the whole day is going to be this active. This means we'll make so much more money. And another nice sunfish. There's so many different species you can catch over here, and I managed to get 4 pumpkin seeds in a row. That's quite odd. Well, actually, make it 5. Or make it 6, I guess? From the left side, you keep catching Taran and Taran only pretty much. But it seems like on the right side, right next to the green leaves, you can get sunfish only pretty much. That's crazy, because we just found the spot for sunfish. Maybe even a trophy one. It's money time. As you can see, we did not get only pumpkin seeds, but also some other species. And we made 176 silver, which is nice. And we are back at the fun multi-species spot now. I have a very good fish on. It is a black sea shemaya at 344 grams, which is great because the trophy size for this fish is 500 grams and the blue tag is 700. So a 500 gram fish is a very good sign that there could be a trophy hiding somewhere in here. I don't know how, but I totally missed that we did get over 10,000 silver with the last inventory, and this inventory will add another 304 silver to the collection. Oh no, it's the devilfish, 666 grams. Is this a sign that we will not get a single trophy in this episode? Hopefully not, because we've not had a single episode so far without a trophy. I'm sorry guys, but at this point I'm just, printing money. Another 229 silver added to the collection. It's actually quite funny. I thought it was going to be an absolute unit of a pumpkin seed because I decided to do some fishing with leeches. I saw some trophies caught over here on leeches. I think I will use like max 10 leeches over here because they're gold bait and I don't really want to waste them on pumpkin seeds, but I just want to try out some new baits every now and then. So let's see, maybe we'll get a unit of a pumpkin seed on a leech, maybe not. I switched back some of my rods to the bark beetle larva because fishing with the leeches was so dead. But I mean, we did get a few fish, nothing spectacular, but still like good fish. And now we have a very nice Taran on as well, because on the leeches I did not get a single Taran, which means with the bark beetle larva I actually have a way greater chance at catching a trophy and get some nice money. Also, I'll be doing some scooping because we need to get a lot more bait. I've been just all over the place, but still made 239 silver. These fish just keep getting bigger and bigger. 404 gram black sea shemaya, not found. But the thing is, trophy size is 500 as I said before. I do think that this is the spot where we will actually get a trophy, and it will not be a trophy to run, but actually a black sea shemaya. But we will see, maybe we'll get a surprise cluoponella, you never know. And with this fish, if we are lucky enough, we should also reach level 30, or maybe with this fish, okay, never mind, I missed it. Or with this fish, level 30 incoming maybe, let's see. And yes, level 30, this unlocks us one extra new water body which will be added to the wheel. And the new water body that we just unlocked is the lower Tunguska River. It's great for float and spin fishing, not so good for bottom tackle, and maybe one day we'll test it out. Easy money once again. I'm 100% sure we've done it. That looks like a trophy black sea shemaya. The model is looking absolutely huge. Yes, it is. 507 gram trophy black sea shemaya. It gave us 0.2% into the float fishing skill, and also it's worth 13,000 EXP. But you know what the best part is? There is actually a trophy order for this in the cafe, which means we will make so much money. And hey, we're also on the leaderboards, which is always very cool to see. Let's make some money for the last time in this episode. We have a black sea shemaya cafe order, which we will fill up for 179 silver. The rest of the keep net is worth 140 silver, so in total we made 319 silver in less than half an hour, which means we absolutely made bank in this episode. You can see we have over 11,000 silver, which is so good to see. We have another unique trophy added to the account, and we have another trophy added to the Seversky Donets River log. We've done absolutely good in this episode. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care. Bye bye.